Hello and welcome to the Daily Meal for Saturday the 19th of March 2022. Today was a match day, and it was a match day that we were expecting to come along any minute now, and it did. It was a defeat. Stoke City, a ground we don't get too much from over the years, and we didn't get much from it today either. So, yeah, got done by two set pieces, and didn't really work out for us today. So, this is the match report from newsagenda.co.uk. Mill missed the chance to close the gap on the Championship playoff places after a 2-0 defeat against Stoke City at the Bet365 Stadium on Saturday. George Saville's own goal, followed by Jacob Brown's first half header to consign the Lions to a first defeat in 9 Championship matches. Jed Wallace also saw a second half penalty saved by Potter's goalkeeper Jack Bonham. Tyler Berry was Mill's main threat in the opening exchanges. His driving run into the box forced a save from Bonham, with the resultant corner headed wide by Danny Ballard. Stoke took the lead after 19 minutes. Mill's run of 5 consecutive clean sheets was ended when Brown headed in Lewis Baker's corner. The Lions looked for a way back into the contest, and in the 25th minute, Danny McNamara's cross evaded Bury before falling for Scott Malone, but his effort was blocked. Gary outside was struggling to make headway in the contest. Jay Cooper could have considered himself lucky for not conceding a penalty 30 minutes when he appeared to drag Brown in the box, but referee John Brooks felt there was no infringement. The host started the second half on the front foot. The Brown should have done better when played through by Joe Allen, but Cooper blocked his shot. A few minutes later, Taylor Harwood Bellis curled an effort over the bar as the host searched for a second goal. Stoke doubled their lead within 20 minutes to play. It was another Baker ball into the box, and Saville headed past Bartosz Białkowski for an own goal. Mill's misery was compounded when Bonham saved Wallace's penalty after Phil Jagielka had fouled substitute Tom Bradshaw. The keeper guessed the right way to preserve his clean sheet and help Stoke to their first win in 9 Championship matches. Takeaways: chance missed to close the gap to the playoffs, but no need to panic. The Lions have been on a stunning run of form since the 3-0 defeat to Fulham, which seems a long time ago now. In the 8 games before, we're outside had won 6 and drawn 2, but there are always going to be bumps in the road, and despite defeat here, there is no need to hit the panic button. The setback leaves the Lions 4 points off 6th place Blackburn Rovers with a game in hand. There are plenty of points still to play for, and with other sides in and around the top sticks still to play each other, there will be chances to close that gap again. The international break now comes at a perfect time for Rowett, so he and his side can reset and get most of their players back for the final push in the remaining 8 games. Tiredness potentially catching up with Lions as the clean sheet run is ended. It had been a terrific run and a testament to the Millwall defence that they had managed to go 5 games without conceding a goal. The frustrating thing is how the run ended. Brown got between Billy Mitchell and Saville to out-jump the pair and head into the top corner. The warning signs had been there from the previous corner, which McNamara did brilliantly well to clear off the line. It looked like a tired performance from the South Londoners, who perhaps felt the after effects of their high intensity performance against Huddersfield Town on Wednesday night. Bradshaw, Mikael Kieftenbell and Shea Yojo make timely returns, but it's a potential problem for another attacker. Millwall fans would have been pleased to see more of their injured players return. On Wednesday, Ojo returned to the bench, and here Bradshaw and Kieftenbell were back. Bradshaw was in a rich run of form before his injury. Both came on in the 62nd minute as Millwall chased an equaliser. Should Bradshaw rekindle that sparkling form, he could make the difference in the season's final 8 games, where there are sure to be many twists and turns. Ojo came on as a late replacement for Mason Bennett, who appeared to have picked up an injury. Team news: Rowett made one enforced change to the side that beat Huddersfield Town on Wednesday evening. Benakovic was ineligible to face his parent club. He was replaced in the starting 11 by Bury, and the team was Białkowski, McNamara, Ballard, Cooper, Murray, Wallace, Malone, Mitchell, Saville, Jed Wallace, Bennett and Bury. And the substitutions were Clifton Bell for Malone in the 62nd minute, Bradshaw for Berry in the 62nd minute, and Ojo for Bennett in the 78th minute. And the unused subs were Long, Pierce, Mahoney, and Lovelace. So there you have it. There you have it. Yeah, we got done by 2 set pieces, 1 free kick and 1 corner, and it's the kind of thing that we would have done to other teams, and it just so happens that they did it to us, and that's if you're not a very, very good side, these are the ways you score goals, is corners and set pieces. And it's something we probably should have looked out for a bit more. So moving on to the manager's reaction. So this is Garrett, and this is from news@den.co.uk. Got a result for their manager. Millwall boss on his former club Stoke City end winless run. Millwall boss Garrett says Stoke got a result for their manager as he saw his side's 8-game unbeaten run end against his former club. The Lions go into the international break 4 points off 6 with 8 games left. You never want to lose a game regardless of when it is. We always knew this break needed to come. I said it 5 games ago that we wanted to get into the international break in a competitive position and with a competitive points tally, Rout said. I think we probably picked up more points than we thought we would, so I can't be too disappointed. I'm disappointed with aspects of our performance today, but we've done it to so many teams where we've outworked them, been first to the ball, shown that we had a little bit more desire than other teams, and we scored some set pieces and goals at the right time to take the game away from the opposition. Stoke did that to us today, so we have to take it on the chin and move forward. 8 games to go. I think we'll be re-energised, have players back and a more competitive squad. We'll be in a good position to try and go again. I'm pleased with our run of games. At some point, just like we ended Huddersfield's run Wednesday night, we knew someone might end our run. I felt it would be a tough game today. We've had a run of games where we've turned up with big performances, and I felt this was the type of game today that might be a bit of a banana skin. I knew Stoke's recent run of form had not been good, and you know they are going to give that extra little bit of determination to turn that around. They did that today, and they got a result for their manager, and I have to hold my hands up. Apparently they made 5 changes to their team from the midweek, so that's obviously a luxury they had that we couldn't really do. And they were just a little bit fresher, it seems. So moving on now to more from Garrett. This is also from news@den.co.uk. Millwall's Gary Rowett reacts to defeat to Stoke City and has a defiant message after unbeaten run ends. Millwall boss Gary Rowett said his players should be proud of where they are despite the 2-0 defeat against Stoke City on Saturday. The Lions head into the last international break of the season 4 points off 6 with 8 games left. Rowett was asked if it was one game too far for his side. There were certain things within the game, but when you look at our run since the Fulham game, to be sat here saying we'd won 2 and drawn 6 up until today's game, I had to play more or less the same team for a lot of that and ask the players to go again. Rowett said, if you look at the game Wednesday night, a TV game, and the players gave an extra amount of energy and drive about us, we just couldn't quite muscle that today. I don't want to take away from Stoke because I thought they played with a desperation to get a result. They worked incredibly hard, a little bit quicker to the ball and reacted quicker. But nevertheless, we conceded 2 very poor goals, both set pieces and one's an own goal. We get a little bit of a lifeline near the end, but it kind of summed up our afternoon a little bit when the keeper saved the penalty. But Jeff's obviously been so clinical in those situations. It probably would have made a nervy stadium with Stoke's recent run. Up 2-1 with 15 minutes left would have made it a very interesting end to the game to see if we could have got something out of it. But I don't think we deserve to today. I think they were better than us, and I think we have to accept, as you say, maybe it was just one game too far in this run. I'm proud of the players. They've been brilliant in this run. I think we come out of it with massive credit. We're disappointed today, but I don't want to overshadow the brilliant run the players have been on, and they've given everything. They'll get a nice breather now, and it's important with a few of the players that came back today. Although I think we'll be missing Mason. He's pulled his calf, which I think sums us up. At the moment, we'll come back. We're still in a fight. We're 4 points off top 6. The players should be proud of it. We'll give it our best go when we get back, and I feel we'll be a little bit more energised. Indeed, 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 indeed. So let's talk about that injury. So again, injury again. Another injury to Mason Bennett. And you don't want to criticise the guy because when he plays very well. He's full of energy. He makes things happen, but injured again. I mean, really, dude? Anyway. So, this is from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk. Fresh injury scare for Millwall, but Gary Rowett, proud of his players' achievements as unbeaten run ends. Gary Rowett said that he could not fault his Millwall players despite their 2-0 defeat at Stoke today. And this is basically all of the thing that I've already read. Yeah, that's basically the same as the News at Den story that I've just read, so it doesn't really add anything, to be honest with you. I didn't read it before filming the video, so my apologies for that, and we'll just move on. But we do have this from LondonNewsOnline.co.uk, and it's a comment from the opposition manager, Michael O'Neill, MON as they call him on the Stoke City forums. Quite poor. Stoke City boss has dig at official despite 2-0 win over Millwall. Michael O'Neill was pleased that Stoke City cut off the spaces which prevented Millwall from using their wing-backs as effectively as they usually do. Danny McNamara and Scott Malone are deployed wide and high to give the Lions extra attacking edge, but they struggled to do that as they lost 2-0. Millwall slipped to their first defeat in 9 championship matches after the goals from Jacob Brown and a George Saville own goal gave the Potters all 3 points. O'Neill said, Millwall switched the ball and their wing backs are high. It was very important. They did the work today because it meant we were able to stay nice and narrow and as a back four, which meant there wasn't a lot of space for the likes of Jed Wallace to run into. When you're not winning, it's the worst feeling ever. You go through games and look and think, how did we not win that game? We've had a lot of that this season, where we come in and we felt a little bit hard done by in games. Some of that's self-inflicted. We got a really good controlled performance today. There were really good application from all the players, really strong out of possession, defensively very good, and we played some very good football as well. The former Northern Ireland manager was stunned that referee John Brooks did not award Stoke City a penalty in the first half. Jake Cooper appeared to drag down Josh Murphy in the Millwall penalty area, but the referees saw nothing wrong with it. O'Neill added, "It's a penalty in the first half, my God, it's a penalty. But some of the challenges that go unpunished and then what he decided to give them, I'm a loss sometimes. Millwall are a physical team. They've got 3 centre-backs that are strong and physical players. Josh Maja was excellent, but there were a lot of fouls on him that weren't given. It was quite poor." So there you go. And that is it. What can you say? What can you say? I expected this result in midweek, to be honest, yeah, but away at Stoke, I imagine, that's how it goes, isn't it? Stoke, travelling away to Stoke, as if you watched my preview video yesterday, it's not been the best of grounds for Millwall in terms of getting the results, so it was probably to be expected, and we can crack on now and get back on it. The next game up is a big one. It's Luton, who are, for some reason, a little old Luton find themselves in 3rd position in the table. Can you believe that? Little old Luton. Yeah, and I'm sure that will be a well-attended game, and hopefully we get the result we want. And if you look at the table on the right hand side here, you can see we're still 10th. We're still way down in 10th. For Nottingham Forest have 2 games in hand on us, so we're there or thereabouts, but we're at the bottom. We're at the back of the queue, to be honest with you. We're at the back of the queue. We're behind all these other clubs who are queuing up to get into that top 6. And they all have better goal differences than us, and they all have games in hand on us. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.